Today's video is all about how to be a single mom. I know at least 7 people who are in that transition in their life. They were in a relationship, they were married, they were together forever, had children, everything was fine, and then it wasn't. So, now what? Now what? Now I am a single mom. What is that? Like, I thought that would never be me. Like, I had a family, I had a husband, we had a house, we had kids, we went to church, we did this and that, and now I am a single mom. Now what? Here I am to help you. So I have just some things to talk about because I am on the other side. I had my son at 17. I was all of the statistics. African-American female teenage mom. That's me. But now I'm doing better than a lot of people. Yeah. So how do you get from being every statistic out there to, dang, she doing A-okay? The best way to be successful at being a single parent is giving up the principal. And I was like, what the heck? Girl, what that mean? What that mean to give up the principal? You know, a lot of times when I would fuss at my older son's dad, I would be like, it's the principle of the matter. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to give that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You have to give up the principle. You have to give up that principle of what's supposed to be given or done or whatever, and just do what needs to be done. The moment I stopped waiting for my son's fathers to help, to give, to care, to call, to be there, to do what was necessary, was the moment that I completely became liberated in who I was as far as a parent. Because my goal was, or it still is, to create a life for my children that is not, what's the word? It doesn't depend on anyone else. It's just going to be like a train. It's just going to go. You know, whether their dad or their cousins or aunties or uncles or grandmas or granddads, no matter who's involved, my kids' lives are going to go like a well-oiled machine, period. And the biggest thing is whether the fathers decide to help me raise them or not. My kids' lives are going to go. And that means that I had to really step up. I mean, really step up and get my life together, get myself together, so that way I could provide a life for them that didn't matter if their dads helped me or not. And that's kind of hard because it's like, okay, how do you do that? Well, you make sacrifices. My sacrifice was joining the military. I left my kids for 7 months, the longest 7 months ever. I left them because I needed to provide stability, and the military is the weirdest type of stability, but they take care of their own. Like, your quality of life for your family is phenomenal. Your life might suck, but the family, their quality of life is great. So I signed over my life, my soul, pretty much, to take care of my children and to provide a life that wasn't just good for today or tomorrow, but 5 or 10 years down the line, our life is still going to be good. I'm still able to take care of my children, whether their fathers help me or not. If you look at them, or if they look at their life, they don't know if their dad put money in the account or not. The answer is not. And because you create that, a lot of times if the other party isn't as stable as you or doesn't really have their life going on, it's easy for them to not. And I used to care. I remember when Andre thing won, he was 2 or 3, And I was young. I was young back then, like 20 maybe. And I picked up a second job at Home Depot, and I was working at the bank also. But daycare was so expensive, and he went to like a private daycare because at the end of the day, their education and their quality of life matters to me. So I'll pay a little bit extra for them to have what they need. So I was working, they messed up my first check. And I called his dad and I was like, hey, I need $250 to pay Andre's daycare this week. This dude laughed at me and hung up on me. Okay. The guy who I was dating at the time actually paid it, and I paid him back. But those are the type of things that I have dealt with in this life. And those are the things that really fuel me not wanting and or needing assistance. And I'm not preaching this independent women type of deal. What I'm saying is, if your children have amazing fathers who are there, absolutely, positively, but at the end of the day, whether someone is there or not, you have to create a life for your children that doesn't stop if they stop. And that's what I'm saying. I know some amazing, amazing dads. They drive hours to pick up their kids. They pay for every single little tiny thing. I mean, their mamas is milking them dry. And I just be looking like, what? What? I mean, if you're going to just have a baby with somebody who you ain't going to be with, let it be one of them. Because I wasn't blessed in that area twice. So I kind of feel like this is my calling, because it's like, dude, I can't get right when it comes to my poor babies, poor thing. So the only thing that I can do for them was just let go of what should be and what should not be, and honestly just grind my butt off. So when their dads are good and they're helping, that's great. It's nice. That money goes to savings. Like, because it's so here and there and everywhere that it is like, I ain't even here. It just go into the kids' savings account. And when they're not, life goes on, because I live in a way that I can provide. So my budget is not my budget based on what anyone is giving me. My budget for me and my children is based on what my paycheck says every 2 weeks. And that's what will help you create the best environment for your kids. Because if you're, depending on someone else, you're calling, you're cussing, you're fussing, you're mad every time they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And people get so fickle, like they'll do what they're supposed to do and then don't. And, you really don't want to have to deal with that for the rest of your life, or for the rest of your kids' life. You want to create an environment where what you got is what they got, and anything extra is extra. And now you can focus your life around someone else and what they're doing, or you can get it together and create a phenomenal life for you and your children. And if they choose to help, great. And if they don't, it's co-parenting possible, which it is. I mean, it is totally possible. Like, my older son's dad, when he is acting right, my brother's like, I just want to be like y'all, because we've had the kids' birthday parties together. He's had me and his other children's mother in the same room, no drama, all the kids, and it's just like a big happy family, like on some Will and Jada type stuff. I'm still working to get my younger son's dad that way, but my older son's dad, it's like that. Like, it's just like, we just normal people, we just share the same kid. Now, it does take keeping your emotions in check. If you're not with someone anymore, you have to realize that they're going to be with other people, and you have to hope that the people that they choose to be with and be around are going to be good for your kids. And what I can say for both of my son's dads is that the women that they're with now, or who they were with, are actually good women. So they actually care about the children, and it's cool. Like, I know when I send my children to their house, they are well taken care of. So I don't have to worry about any of that. And not every guy is that way. I mean, ooh, I done seen some new boos, and I'm like, girl, you lucky that baby can talk. But I'm blessed to have, you know, at least the people that who they are attracted to are good girls, and I know that my children are taken care of. So you have to realize that someone else is going to be around your child. Someone else is going to be helping take care of them. And it might not be now, but possibly soon or later or whatever. And you have to be okay with that. But as far as yourself, how do you balance dating and working and school and being a full-time mom? And it's hard. It's hard. Right now, I work full-time, go to school full-time, and I am doing clinical hours to get my paramedics. So it's crazy schedule. And I have 2 kids. So if dinner's getting cooked, I'm cooking it. If things are getting paid, I'm paying it. If things are getting cleaned, I'm cleaning it. Like, it is legit, like, crazy life around here. But it's worth it. It's honestly 2,000 times worth it, because I know that my kids are still taken care of, but I am working towards our personal foundation. And that is like the underlining thing for me. When you're in a relationship, especially if you're young and you're together for so long, you start to forget about yourself and your personal foundation and the things that you would like to accomplish. And I'm just so thankful that I am able to take that time to get myself in order. Like, love and marriage and happiness and foreverness. Yep, I made that word up. It will all happen. Like, it's going to happen. And once you have that forever with someone, oh my God, there will never be a time when it's just you anymore. You know, so to have the time to have your personal foundation and get it together means so much. So it's like, I'm bringing my stuff and you're bringing your stuff, and we're going to merge them together. Not, all right, you got this little bit, I got this. Okay, how are we going to find in the middle? And what you end up doing is you start giving, so you can boost them up to your level. And that doesn't really work. And that's either the male or the female. And when you're young, you're like, okay, we're in college, we're this and we're that and we're that. You know, so you're both establishing yourself. But, okay, I'll be 30 this year. We're not young no more. Like, you should have a house. You should have a car. You should have a job. You should have a little bit of money in the bank. It ain't got to be nothing. You know, you should have had your heart broken. So, you know, we ain't got to deal with that. Go through your midlife crisis or whatever. There are certain standards at a certain level of life with things that you should have already. You know, at a certain age, you have to, like, have certain things. And when you're in a relationship so young or so long, you give up on yourself. I gave up on myself. I did. And I was at a place, I've always wanted to be a nurse. And I was actually going to school, and I had to drop out. And I gave up on my dream because my dream was so intertwined with the person that I was with that the moment he left, I had to give up on my dream. I honestly could have stuck it out and worked some crazy hours and done crazy things and stayed, but that wasn't the plan. And now I'm actually doing what I love. So if you know me, growing up, I always said I wanted to deliver babies. That's all I wanted to ever do. I wanted to deliver babies. And 2 nights ago, I actually assisted in delivering a baby. And it was just like, it brought me to tears. And in the moment, I was just like, wow, I'm just so emotional about this lady having this baby. But it wasn't that. It was the fact that that was my dream. My dream was to deliver babies. And I always say, you know, I'm on the brink of my dreams right now. But to be in that moment when that one thing that the 6 or 7 year old Renee could say that she wanted to do was doing, it was crazy. Like, it brought me to tears, and I felt like crap in there because I just freaking been under the weather forever, but I just couldn't do anything but just be so thankful because after all this time, all this pushing and working and trying to figure out what my purpose was and what I wanted to do, my dream came true. It came true right before my eyes. Like, it's crazy. At 29 years old, and I have so much more that I want to do, but to be able to say that that 6-year-old Renee, her dreams came true, phenomenal. And there's no reason why, if I was every statistic, African American single mother who was a teenage mom could do it, then why can't you? You know, I harp on this freaking channel about not giving up your dreams, and I am so serious. You can't give up your dreams no matter what. You have to figure out a different way of doing it. That's it. So the last thing I want to talk about is the green eye monster, is being jelly, is jealousy, you know. At my age, I'll be 30 this year. I thought that I would be married. I thought that I would be in a long-term relationship and have someone, you know, to hold me at night and help me raise the kids and, you know, love and all of that good jazz. And every day, oh my God, Christmas, Thanksgiving too, that's becoming one. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, every holiday, all I see is, oh my God, we got engaged. Oh my God, we're pregnant. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. Best husband ever. And I'm just like, well, I ate today, you know. I mean, we gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese. Because, I mean, that's my life. So how do you deal with just not being jealous? And for me, honestly, I just know in my heart that there's someone out there for everyone. There is. And anyone, I've been proposed to 4 times. 4 times in my life. So it's not a point of, it's not a point of I can't be in a relationship or I can't be married. It's a point of I want it to be the right person. You know, I don't want a last ditch effort or, you know, to be with the wrong person who's mistreated me or doesn't really know what to do with me. And it's funny because people who are unavailable, who meet me and get to spend time with me, they're like, oh my God, how the heck are you single? Like, this is crazy. Like, if I wasn't, and I was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You are. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But I don't know, I just really feel like I'm just waiting for the one, that guy, you know, to find me and to make me his and to love me the way that I am and not try to change me and, you know, have his own personal foundation so we can accessorize each other and establish a life together. And until that time, you know, I'm fine. Yeah, I am over trying to make the pieces fit that don't fit anymore. They don't fit. You know, I'm at a point now where if it's all that good and fun and games, I can have that. But I'm waiting for that guy to come around who's like it. So for me, that's how you deal with the green eye monsters. You know that there's better out there. You know that the relationship that you were in didn't work. Even if you still love that person, you know that it wasn't working. Like, as an adult, you know when something's not working. And sometimes you're just like really bamboozled. You think it's working and they really deal with somebody else. That sucks. But once you start to really look through it with a fine-tooth comb, you realize, hey, you know what? I did see the signs. I was blind or I was overlooking them because I love them so much. But as your friends and your family, they're living and they're getting in relationships and getting married, just be happy for them because you know that there will be a time when it's going to be your turn and you're going to be back living that life again. And it's not going to be the way it was. It's going to be right. Sometimes I just feel like when it's going to be the right person, it's going to feel right. Everything's going to fit. It doesn't matter if you have kids. It doesn't matter if you don't have your degree. It doesn't matter what job you do. The right person is just going to fit. It's going to feel right. And they're going to be available. They're not going to be married. They're not going to have, you know, all these stipulations on why they have to keep you a secret or any of this. Like, then it's just gonna be right. So that's, I mean, that's all I have to say. Find your balance, you know, create your personal foundation and an environment for yourself and your kids that honestly works for you. And don't rely on the principle of the matter or what people should be doing, but definitely just take life by the bullhorns, the horns. Take life and do what you gotta do for you and your kids. And when that help is there, take it. And if anything should happen and it's not, you already know that you have created a life that fits within your scope, within what you can provide for you and your children. You know, being a single mother is not bad. I love it. You know, I love being able to create this life for my children. No, I can't give them everything. No, I can't teach them how to be a man. At the end of the day, they do have fathers. They do have uncles and grandfathers and whatnot. But when it comes to regular life and financials, I can give them that. And I give them every single thing that I can. Discipline, you know, rewards, everything. And I just want to say that it's possible. You can be all of the statistics, all of them. I mean, all of them. Jeez, I just can't get a break. You can be all of these statistics and you can still reach your goals and still be a single mom and take care of your kids and be fantabulous. So if you're at that transition in your life, please, 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 please do not give up on yourself. Don't give up on your kids. Don't feel like, you know, you're just this bad person because now you're in a different phase of your life. But find the good in goodbye and really establish your own personal foundation and create a life that you're proud of. I am very proud of my life. When I tell people what I do and what I'm doing, I am so proud of my life. And people don't even realize that I'm doing all this with 2 kids. You know, just me and them. So my life is great for a person who don't have no kids. But I'm doing this with 2 kids. So I'm telling you, sky is the limit. And when you're by yourself, you really, 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 really just have time to hone in on your skills and just be phenomenal. And I'm just asking all the ladies out there to just be phenomenal. Stop letting other people determine your happiness and go out there and find it for yourself. So this is a super long video, but I hope that someone got something out of it. I really do. So thank you for watching. And my next video, we're going to be chilling at the beach. Kids and I in tow. So I hope everyone has a fantabulous Mother's Day. I hope it's not sad for anyone, whether you're in transition, you know your transition is coming, or you legit are just happy where you're at. Because sometimes people in good, happy homes don't understand or can't relate to their friends who are not. So maybe this can help them also just see from our perspective what it's like. So I don't know. Thanks guys for watching. Bye.